Networking, networking, networking. We always hear this word, especially right around now as the holidays are coming up, companies are closing down, there's lots of events. You're going to get that card, and I want to prepare you what you need to do before, during, and after that event. This is Frida Owinga, and you're watching PassionPreneur. So what do you do when you get that card, when you get that invitation, and you're shy, you're an introvert, you don't like small talk and all that? So before you go there, before cold feet finish you, okay, let's start. What is the event about? Who is going to be at that event? What are you looking for as a business owner? You always need to define your networking activities. What are you looking for? Who is your target audience? So that you don't waste your time going to every event. You don't have that much time. So the first thing you need to find out, do your due diligence. What's the event about? Where is it gonna be? And what is the dress code gonna be? If you don't know, don't guess. Ask the event organizer. So before you go, make sure about that. The next thing you need to do is get yourself ready. How are you going to show up? Now you know what the dress code is. Get something ready for that. And then how are people going to remember you? Remember, when you enter the room, what they see is what they will think. But how will you be remembered? That business card is very important. If you don't have business cards, quickly get some ready. You don't have to make 1,000. You can just have 100 or 150, because it's not popcorn that you have to give everybody. And we're going to look at that, what to do during the event. So make some business cards. Your business card should have your name, your title, and your title is not business executive. If you're the business owner, you're either CEO, managing director, or founder. You decide. You're not the business executive, you're not the sales executive, you're not the business development manager. You are the owner. At the worst, you can put owner. So get comfortable with that and stop hiding under titles that don't belong to you, because what you call yourself, you become. So make sure you have a business card. You also need to find out what time is it gonna be, where is it gonna be, so that you find out you don't show up there late. When you show up late, guess what? When time for introduction comes, the first thing you're going to say, I'm sorry I was late. So everybody gets to remember you as the guy who came late, the girl who came late. So find out where the event is. How are you going to get there? Make sure you arrive before time. Now you know where the event is, what you need to wear, what you need to bring along. Make sure you have enough business cards. And I know entrepreneurs, SMEs are always hanging on to their precious dollars and shillings. So what do? You've changed your phone number, you've changed your email, so now you start scratching it out and then you put the new phone number. Please don't do that. Just spend some little money and get some new business cards. Your business card should have your name, your title, where it doesn't have to have where you're located, have an email address. Please don't make it Gmail. Can you imagine me having passion2profit@gmail.com? I love Gmail. There are many things I do with Gmail, but for this great networking event where you want to connect with people, please make sure it's your name and your domain name. Getting domain names is very cheap. If you don't know how to do it, that's why Passion Profit is here just before an SME clinic, and I will help you. So there you have it. So you have your business card, and then you show up and show up on time. In fact, show up before time. Why do you want to show up before time? Because all the shy people show up before time. You can get up ahead and start speaking with them. So we've done before. During the event, show up before time. When you show up, put your phone in your pocket, in your bag, wherever it is that you want to keep it. I often show up to events early, and I go and kid around with the people who showed up early. The people who are on their phones, I tell them, excuse me, I'm Frida. Would you like to meet me? Those guys on your phone, you already know them. You might not be that bold, but you want to go and meet and talk to all the people in the room that are still on their phones because the organizer was late. When the organizer is late, optimize, take that time and get to know who is in the room. So don't be the person that's playing on their phone, liking Facebook posts that you can like later. This is a time to get to know people, to interact with them. The next thing you can do, if you're a speaker, for example, you can go and meet the event organizers. You might get an opportunity to speak at that event some other time. They might even give you a window to say what it is that you speak about. So show up early, interact with people that are in the room already, I say be a host, not a guest. A host goes around greeting people. You also want to make sure that before you get to that event, you have eaten. Remember, even if you're going for dinner, okay, when you have eaten, you don't worry about piling up your plate and everybody remembering you as the guy who took 5 sausages. So please, come to the event full so that you don't spoil your name, you don't spoil your branding by piling up your plate high. Yes, the fruit, it doesn't mean that if things are free, we have to fill ourselves up with them. I recently discovered, believe it or not, that buffet doesn't mean that we have to take every little piece of thing on the buffet table. You can take a starch, you can take a vegetable, and you can take a protein, and you're good. And then later come back for the fruit, for the dessert. You don't have to pile the dessert there. So you're wondering why is the plate small? Because you can take a little and then come back. All right? So at the event, make sure that you're full so that you don't overeat and look crazy. Yes, the drinks are free. It's party time. Remember, when you're high, whether you're high, when you're intoxicated, that's the word I need to use, you talk more than necessary. You might say things that you will forget later or things that you won't remember, but the things you say, others will remember. So it's better to stay sober. Drink after the event. At the event, you need to have your pitch. And your pitch is, people normally ask, there's always a part in the events that you're asked, what do you do? Notice the question is, what do you do? I've been to events where people start. And no offense if you've been in these kinds of careers, people start. My name is Frida Owinga. I used to be the bank manager of So-So Place. I was the ICT person for So-So Place. No. We are not asking you what you used to do. You have 1 minute to tell us what you do. So prepare your pitch. Your name, what you do, where you do it, and what you're looking for. That is all, and sit down. Don't be a historian. We want to know what you do. If you used to be a bank manager, you can give us a loan now. What can you do for us now? That's what we need to know. After your pitch, the event is over. Don't run away because you're shy and leave. Get to meet people. Find out who they are. After you've had some rapport with them, you have an opportunity to exchange a business card. Don't stand at the door and give everybody a business card. I keep saying it's not popcorn, all right? So just one business card to the person that you have a rapport with. Be stingy with your business cards. They cost money after all, and you're burning trees. And if you come back to that room, you'll find them strewn across the floor if they didn't know you or if they did not connect with you. Not in a bad way, it's just something that happens. So make sure that you give your business card to somebody that you have had a rapport with. And have a target. I'm going to have a rapport with at least 5 people when I go to this event, so that you can have 5 people that you can follow up with. You can have 5 people that you can get to have a one-on-one with, for them to know you and for you to know them better, which is now what happens after the event. So at the event, make sure you make some connections and make sure you get cards from people that you've had a rapport with that you will work on after the event. At least 48 hours after the event, you need to connect with the people that you had a rapport with. You don't have to connect with everybody because maybe not everybody will remember you, okay? So who are the 5 people that you connected with? What are some conversations that you had with them? Simple things to talk about when you're at an event. How did you get to this event? Have you attended another event like this? What it is that you do? Asking people what they do at a business event is all right. You can even ask them what motivated you to start this event. Stay away from politics, stay away from religion, stay away from family. Those are topics that can stay away from sports. You might be an Arsenal fan and the person is Chelsea, and the other day Chelsea beat Arsenal. You might not like each other too much. So there's just certain areas that, to be safe, just leave them alone, all right? So it's after the event, you have all these cards, you're wondering what next. Within 48 hours, you can send a thank you email and, nice to meet you email. It was nice to meet you at XYZ event. From the little conversation that we had, I noticed that you do ABCD and I have an interest in that area. Maybe we can have coffee sometime. Next week, I'm open on Tuesday at 3 o'clock and on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Maybe we can have coffee at Java, and which Java, and I look forward to hearing from you. I find that after the event, people, because we are always so eager to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that, it's just that there are ways of making money. Sending everybody that you met at the event your profile might not be a good idea. They didn't ask for it. People receive so many emails, it's likely going to go into the delete. It's going to receive the delete button. So if you know you want to send somebody your profile, that is something that you can ask them when you're having the rapport. If you really click and they're interested in what it is that you're doing, you can ask them, can I send you a profile? Can I have your email so I can send you a profile? Take permission, because otherwise you're spamming. You know those people that take all the emails and send all of you, they send all of you profiles. So don't be that person. So when you have when you have permission to send them a profile or an email, you don't need a permission. As long as you took the business card, you can send the email. When you have that meeting, be ready to share what's your competence, what's your credibility, why should they choose you. I talk about who are you hookups in another video. If you look on the YouTube channel, you will see it. And then there you have it. Networking takes work. It doesn't end at the event. It starts with the event, cultivating that relationship, continuing to know this person so that they know you enough to refer you to somebody else. So don't expect to make a sale at the networking event. That's too much pressure. Expect to make a friend. Expect to make a friend, not to collect a contact. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this has been helpful. I'd love to hear from you. You can send me questions. You can send me feedback, what you like, what you don't like. You can even send me topics of what you'd like me to share. I'd love that. You can put that on Twitter. You can put it on a comment on the YouTube channel, Passion Profit with Frida Owinga. You can do it on Facebook. We are here committed to help you turn your passion into profit. And guess what? I have a special invitation for you today. On November 24th, we have Thrive. Thrive is a monthly event where entrepreneurs come together to learn from an industry expert, to exhibit their stuff, and also to get to meet other entrepreneurs. That is happening on November the 24th at iHub in Centel Plaza. And as special guest this month is going to be Esther. Esther is the 4Up Digital Director. He's also known as Richard Zhao. He's a digital whiz. And our title this month is Disrupt, Digitize or Die. Remember Uber? Uber disrupted. And what happened to the yellow cabs? Do you see them anymore? So you need to find out, what disruption do you need to do in your industry? And Esther will be talking about all that at Thrive on November 24th at iHub at Centel Plaza. Looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for watching. This is Frida Owinga, and you're watching Passionpreneur, where we build thriving businesses.